The Lives of the Saints by Father Alban Butler, March 12th. St. Theophanes the Chronographer. It was at the court of Emperor Constantine V that St. Theophan grew up. His father died at an early age, inheriting a large estate and appointing the emperor as his guardian. He was forced to marry, but by mutual agreement, the spouses kept their chastity, separated, and withdrew into solitude. It seems that Theophanes built 2 monasteries, one on Mount Sigiana near Cyzicus, and the other on the island of Colonimus, which was part of his inheritance. There he established his residence and stayed for 6 years. Eventually he returned to Mount Sigiana, where he served as abbot. In 787, Theophan participated in the Second Council of Nicaea, which sanctioned the use and veneration of sacred images. But later in 814, Leo the Armenian rejected the decision of his predecessors and attempted to suppress the cult of images. Recognizing the authority and reputation of St. Theophan, he tried to win him over by courteous and cunning letters, but the saint was well armed against all trickery that could be used to meddle with him. At the age of 50, he began to be afflicted with serious ailments, but when the emperor summoned him to Constantinople, he obeyed, even though he was suffering intensely from his illnesses. To the flattering or threatening messages of Leo the Armenian, the saint replied thus: "My advanced age, the breakdown of my health, and the weakness of my body leave me no inclination for all those things which I despised by the grace of God in my youth. If you think to frighten me in order to have my complaisance, as happens to a child with the rod, you waste your time." The emperor sent several emissaries to argue with him, but he remained inflexible. He was sentenced to receive 300 lashes, and then sent for 2 years to a lonely, stinking dungeon, where he was barely given the necessities of life. His illness grew worse, and when at last he was released and banished to the island of Samothrace, he died on March 12, 817, 17 days after his arrival. He left a chronography, or brief history of the world, from 284 to the year 813.